Stop doing this one thing to be confident in yourself as a creative. Confidence is tricky because it's hard to know what's fake and what's rooted in reality. We all start off as dreamers, but somewhere along the way, life sucker punches the dreamer right out of us. The idea of how to actually be creative in the things that I create and the things that I've shared have been a point of interest for me for a long time. Now, this has been holding me back until I found this one single most important thing to help me break through. And I know you're a masochist creative like myself, so let's talk about it so we can get back to work. For context, I grew up idolizing Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Jay Dilla, Kanye West, all people that within their respective fields were the masters of the masters. You had other people who we consider masters that would talk about their work ethic. And more than that, they would talk about their unwavering confidence when it came to what they did. So I came across this video about discipline and how they're applying extreme discipline when it came to the military. What struck me is that you're talking about an institution that's been around for thousands of years, turning everyday people into non-emotional, complying beings. Now, not just because it's fun to mess with people, but because the difference could mean life and death of yourself and others. So what do we take from that? Well, first step is stop thinking like an artist. Because a lot of times the artist we're thinking of is a starving artist, not a professional. We have to produce regardless of how we feel. We have to absolutely show up, especially in the beginning. Always, but especially in the beginning of our journey. I've talked about it before, but you could do something like a 30-day blitz where every single day your focus is on finishing something around your creative. Now, not only will this build discipline, the idea of showing up, but it will most importantly build confidence. Because the truth is, we aren't who we say we are. We are what we actually do. You create art, you are an artist. But it's hard to feel that way when you don't create consistently. I've done this as a musician in various forms. Things like 30 beats in 30 days, 25 songs in a month where I'm requiring myself to write the chorus and the verse of a song every single day before my head hits the pillow. Probably the craziest thing I did was when I started off releasing music. My first releases on Spotify were actually me releasing a song every 2 weeks. I was doing the production, writing, mixing, mastering, figuring it out, trying to do a little promo video, put it on Instagram. I did that every 2 weeks for about 3 months. Now, the quality was trash when I think of what it's compared to what I can do today, but I can tell you that there was nothing greater for me in my progression. With every song, there's leaps and bounds of progression, regardless of the, quality or lack thereof. I was burnt out at the end, but I don't think there's ever a moment now in my journey where I got so much better in so little time. What's really happening is that you can't fool yourself. When you start doing the necessary parts of creative, not just the fun parts, but start working on the grueling things, the details that most people don't want to dive into. When you start to finish your projects and deliver them, rather than hold on to them in the name of perfectionism, knowing that your best ideas are ahead of you and not behind you. You know what you did, you know what you're doing. You know your commitment to small improvements every day show up when you go back and you verify your work. When we take extreme responsibility as a creative, we start to put luck more on our side because we know confidently we have done everything in our power to see ourselves succeed. Now go get back to work, go create, be great. Hope this helped. Peace.